What's up guys, welcome back to SOA. So today I have the Gleaming Simulacrum's moveset for you, so let's go. First up we have Jumping Crush, the kind of box standard slam attack that most bosses have. So he jumps up into the air and then slams back down into the ground. Very easy to avoid. All you have to do is just dash backwards, and keep in mind he only uses this against close range characters, so long range characters don't even have to worry about it. And then up next we have Shining Dance. Shining seems to be a pretty common theme with this thing, which now it doesn't really make sense why they called him Gleaming Simulacrum instead of Shining. Regardless, he spins in a circle while he's moving forward, and it's actually very easy to dodge. Kind of hard to see coming because it is quite fast, but just dash away from him in any direction and you should be safe. And then up next we have Shining Escape, another very simple attack to dodge. So he spins into the air while shooting two fireballs straight up, and these fireballs have a homing effect to them. So if you want to dodge this, all you have to do is just stand directly next to the simulacrum and you should be fine. But these fireballs also move incredibly slowly and their homing effect is not that strong, so you can actually outrun them very easily, or you could even dash right into them to make them disappear. And then we have Shining Inferno, which is kind of dangerous to characters who fight at mid-range. But he sends out a punch in front of him, and this punch leaves behind like a pool of fire that erupts into a gigantic flame geyser that can actually hit you multiple times. So to dodge this, all you have to do is make sure you're not standing directly in front of him when he uses this attack, so try to get behind him. And if you're playing as one of those mid-range characters, I suggest just dashing to either left or right. And next up is Shining Liner, which I think is one of his most dangerous attacks. So he jumps away from you to an edge of the arena, so that just to make sure that you can't get behind him. And then he spawns 5 red lines on the ground, and he will send air slashes across each one of these lines at the same time. And these air slashes have the ability to paralyze you, so it's actually pretty dangerous, and they do a lot of damage too. So to dodge this, make sure you're just not standing like directly on top of a red line, which is actually kind of difficult to do because it's very fast. But sometimes you have the ability to get behind him because he's kind of like turned over, and if you get in that situation, that's very good for you. But yeah, just make sure you don't stand on one of the red lines. And last up we have his Enrage attack, the Shining Star, which is actually a very dangerous Enrage attack. So he spins in a circle, and then you can see 3 orbs fly up into the air, and then after like 2 seconds they rain down on you and create this huge explosion that kills you in one hit. So there's actually 2 parts to this attack. The first part is this very weak hit that only does like 10 points or 20 points of damage. You'll see when it happens. And after that thing hits you, you have to count for 2 seconds, and that's when the big explosion comes down. So after you get hit, you wait like a second, and then you start dashing, and then hopefully by the time the giant explosion lands on top of you, you're still in your dash animation and you should be able to avoid it. But unfortunately, even if you dodge it, he's just going to keep spamming it, so yeah, you're kinda screwed. And that's it for the Gleaming Simulacrum's moveset. Seems to be a pretty simple fight. He does have higher defenses than the average boss, so critical hits work very well against him. But I don't think the higher difficulties are going to be that difficult. His bulk might be a bit of a problem, and you know, he's also just really big, so he's got very big hitboxes, and you know, on Misery 3 he could kill you instantly, so yeah, I don't know, it might pose a little threat, but it's nothing we can't beat. So hope that helped, and I guess I will see you all next time. Peace!